loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Is another mistake to you. Oh, brother. Oh, what the fuck?
He finds an opening pass.
Oh, my God.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24.
I need to add that smoke defense.
Tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there. First down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. A first down carry for Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap to Lock. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Locke. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Retains possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Locke working out of the gun. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 49 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback, and in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. That's complete. Okuebunan. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Lock. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
A 19-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Tannehill. Incomplete.
Tannehill's pass is... It's third down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Hamler now on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
The 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Locke. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Hey, good job. How that boy stepping up finally.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 1st down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Locke looks to throw it again. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Complete to Cortland Sutton.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Lock. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Harold Landry with the sack, and the 3rd-year player out of Boston College. He led the Titans in sacks last season with 9 total. And now with the addition of Vic Beasley, that should take some pressure off of him, and maybe his numbers might even jump.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Khalif Raymond now. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. After the turnover, here's Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Lock. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
46-yard line.
operating from the gun. Block. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there, but it'll be second down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, block. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. And the Titans' first down.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll have a first down past the 40. Pushing his way through. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Locke. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
Locke's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that will be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54.
Lock now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
To throw again, Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
54
Locke working out of the gun.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Flush to his right. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Locke. He'll get that complete to Albert O. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Albert Okwuegbunam. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Gordon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. Back to throw. Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
9 at the 31-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
Tannehill now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
He's back to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A big gain on the play brings up 2nd and goal to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They get this out left, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Denver, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they